Where's Chopper?
Okay, Chopper's not here yet. But I think what we were talking about before, how you have a strong argument when you have your reasons, and then if you can give a short example, right? So if you have a good vocabulary, you can show off your brain to your friends, right? You can seem smarter, or there's a time, or your friend used big vocabulary that you didn't know, and you felt that you learned from her as well, right? So some of these examples that you can maybe make up, it doesn't have to be true, but it can support your reason, right? So remember, when your reasoning is supported by an example, then it makes it very strong. And it's hard for other people to say, no, you're wrong. That's not the reason, or that's not a good reason, okay? So Yuching, based on Chopper's debate, what do you think about who the strongest debate?
Sorry. I think I make a good reasons. Because I express 3 different reasons about why having the biggest vocabulary is good.
Okay, so you think you have the strongest. Iris, what do you?
Okay, Yuching having the biggest vocabulary, but it not represent you have efficiently to read and learning. So someone read a book use 1 year or more times, but I think if you being the fastest readers is truly help you save the time. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and in these centuries, everyone have internet and device, so we can use different tools to translator and search the information. Yeah, so the biggest vocabulary is not really useful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think you won, basically. Right? Fastest reader. You're the fastest reader.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're supporting yourself. Okay, Chopper, do you think you had the best argument? Iris or Yuching, and why?
I agree Yuching's opinion. Because she talked more reasons to explain why biggest vocabulary is a better record. So I think I agree Yuching's opinion.
Oh, so you think Yuching has won?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So great job, Yuching. You won this debate. So would you like to share with us the presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me stop my sharing so that you can start. Okay. So hand it over to you. So you can just start.
Okay. Okay. Could you guys see my sliders?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. My presentation is about train etiquette in Japan. So when you are going to travel in Japan, there are many things that you should care about, or some other people maybe hate you. And also, I think this etiquette is you can also use in Taiwan. So the first, at first, I would like to share when you, before you getting on a train, you need to walk in the right side. When you are go to up floor or down floor, you need to follow the sign, or because in Japan there are always lots of people they are taking trains, so you probably walking on the right side, and you need to wait in line. In Taiwan, we also have line on the floor, but when there is not too many people, people usually don't wait in line. But in Japan, even there are no people, you should wait in line. And the third one is you should let people get off first. It's also, I think it's also about that there are lots of people taking trains. So even you don't, so that you should make, when you are going to take riding on trains, you should let people who inside the trains get off first. And next is about when you are riding on a train. First, you need to make your phone silence, and also you can't talk on phone on the train. So when there is an emergency phone call, you can answer it, but you need to tell your friend that you are in the train and you will call back later, but you can't keep talking on the train for a long time. And when you are on the train, you should make sure that your bag is in front of your body, because if you put your bag on the back, other people will hard to move through on train. And next is about priority seats in Japan. It's as same as Taiwanese priority seat that you need to share your seat to other people like elder people or people who is not healthy. But there is a special thing that I would like to share is when you are near the priority seat, you shouldn't use your phones or any electronic product because the electronic will, because if there is anyone who have electronic how to say because if some people like their heart is not healthy, then they will put some electronic things in their body. And if you use the phones or other electronic product, that will affect their machine in their body. Yeah. And the next one is about maternity mark. If you see, it's the, you can see the picture and the sign in the right, there is a pink sign. It's a maternity mark. And if you see someone who have this mark, you also need to give your seat to this person because it means she has baby in her. No, it means she is pregnant. Yeah. And at last, I would like to share if you are getting off a train and like to leave the platform, you need to make sure that your IC card is have enough money or your ticket have enough. Your ticket is in correct fee of train, because in Taiwan your IC card can have minus money but in Japan you can't have minus money in your card. So in every station there is a fare there are several fare adjustment machines in every station. So if you don't have enough money, you should use this machine and charge the money. And the last one is when you are when the destination is arrived and I think that lots of people they used to stand up and go to the place which near the door before the train stop. But in Japan, you should leave from your seat after the train stop. It's about safety. Yeah. And this is my presentation.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your introduction on train etiquette. So, Iris, I'm going to start with you. Let's try to keep it short. One question and feedback and improvement. Okay, let's go through it.
Okay. My question is, I think Japan and Taiwan's trains etiquette, how to spell etiquette, is similar, and which country is doing better, you think?
I think Japanese doing better because I take trains a lot, and for example, Taiwanese, there are lots of Taiwanese that they don't like to wait in lines.
Okay.
Or no one let their bag. No one put their bag in front of body. Okay. So I think Japanese are doing better.
Oh, okay. And in the Japan trains, people can eat food?
There is no rule that you can't eat on the train, but usually people don't eat food on the train.
Okay, thank you. I love your presentations. You always introduce Japanese cultures, and you show us a lot of detail, and we can learn Japanese cultures. Yeah, and I think maybe your presentation can put some pictures. Yeah. So yeah, it's my advice. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Chopper.
One question. Okay. We always see some Japanese drama. We can see some people push in everyone pushing people into the train door, into the doors. It's true. Before Japanese go school or go to company.
And yes, it's true that the train always be full in rush time, and in the biggest station there are lots of people and they are be pushed into the train.
Okay, cool. Okay. I think Yuching's presentation always so clear and introduce some details with us. Yeah, I like your PowerPoint. Yeah, it's simple, but it's interesting.
Okay, what about something she can improve on, right? Too many nice words to say. We need some criticism, what she can improve on, right? That's what can help us all grow. What do you guys? Chopper, did you tell her about what she can improve on?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to think about it, or do you think you'll think of something, or you think it's too hard?
Yeah, no idea about this.
Okay, so remember next time when someone has a presentation, try to give her feedback on two things, right? We still want to help each other to improve. So Yuching, I think it was really great presentation. It was very clear on what you're introducing, but with a short amount of time, maybe next time we can narrow it down so that you can add some of your personal experience, right? If you talk about etiquette, it's just a lot of things that we can look up online, right? But what we really want to know is your personal experience, right? When you shoved into the MRT right? Or you were yelled at when you were eating something on the metro and you know about it, right? These are things that are more interesting to us because it's your personal story and it's you that we're more interested about. So a lot of times when you want more interaction, add something of your own story or your own flavor into it. So you will make it more colorful and meaningful and people can relate to it. And people are more willing to share. Okay, great. But I think it was really great presentation. I love it when you share about the Japanese culture because I'm very interested in different cultures and you were there. So that's why I love when you share about your own personal experience. It's just more interesting when you share more about yourself. So maybe yourself as one story, and then say it's different than in Taiwan, right? In Taiwan, maybe we can do this, but we don't do this in Japan. Like we don't talk on the phone, right? Everyone talks on the phone in Taiwan. No one really cares. But some of the things I think if you do comparisons, it may be more interesting for Chopper and Iris because they're already in this situation, right? So you are comparing and telling us what's the difference. And so we're like, oh, we know about it. Even if it's only 2 or 3 etiquettes, it's also will help with this whole story. Okay, great. So thank you guys for staying over time, and I'll see you guys next month and continue on with different topics. If you guys have something that you guys really want to talk about, let me know about your presentation if you want to do it. The time you guys want to do it, so I can try to arrange it for everyone. And also about some more topics. If other than Olympics, you want to talk about something different, please let me know because I can always change the topics, right? They're not just there. I want you guys all to be very interested in it. So anything you guys like, any weird things, it's fine because I think I can always find something in common everyone can discuss. Okay, great. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take care, guys. Bye.